Hi guys. Hello. Happy Monday. Maybe it was a happy one for you. Not gonna lie, there were some bumps in the road for us. Woke up to a sick girl this morning. And let's just be real. Everyone's a little like sleep deprived, hungover-ish, I don't know, from the Sandman with daylight savings time. But anyway, I digress. Everyone is squared away. We've had dinner. They're doing their thing for a while. So I thought this was the perfect time for me to get in here and unbox my new purchase with you. It came in the mail like Wednesday or Thursday of last week. Thank God digital access is like instant. Like it really is. Once you click purchase, it loads for you. So I've been working through some of the videos already, some of the video series that comes with like this next training component and such. So I've got a little step up there, but like the actual tangible items came, like I said, Wednesday or Thursday of last week, but we've had no time to like sit down and kind of dive into this. I literally just took the plastic off before I hopped on here with you guys. So because we had, what was Friday? Oh, Friday we were doing some stuff at the car dealership, which took my time. And then Saturday was all about celebrating our oldest daughter with her friends and travel and sleepovers and all kinds of good things. So yeah, now's the time, guys. Okay, so I want to go over all of this stuff with you. It is absolutely like it has lit my soul on fire yet again. It's never like it fizzled out, but just knowing the power behind these tools that I'm going to share with you tonight real quickly, and you taking the step forward to invest in yourself, to join me through this, to allow me to walk with you and coach you and share suggestions and tips that have helped me over the past 5 years, like of growth within myself, of awareness, of mindfulness, sharing that with you freely, and utilizing these same tools together, you're going to be unstoppable. I know it sounds cheesy. I'm sure you're probably sitting on the other side of this thinking, yeah, right. Not from where I'm at right now. Not from the point that I'm starting on. Not from the negativity that all I hear. Not from the constant replays of I can't or I'm too busy. Okay? Trust me. Please believe in the power of my words, because I was that mom sitting on the other side of I can'ts. I was that mom absolutely putting everyone else's schedule and wants and to-do lists in front of mine. Okay? And from the moment when I began and I said, enough is enough, I am tired of feeling depleted. I am tired of being exhausted. I am tired of hating and not even recognizing that reflection in the mirror anymore, right? That's where I was at. I'm tired of hearing the negativity come out of my own mouth towards my children, right? Because that was taking control. That was my autopilot. That was my default, as I call it. I needed to learn a new way. I needed to learn that it absolutely was within my control, and it was my responsibility to take that action. So 5 years ago, this is the same exact system that I stepped into, right? They have recorded and researched and collected data and watched everyone transform their lives through this and have literally upgraded it ridiculously, beyond measure, right? All the tools that we kind of needed to piece in prior are now included within this package. It's incredible, guys. So let's get to it, okay? Let's get to it. Let me dump that out. First of all, what you'll see is this kilo box. This kilo box. And your FedEx man's going to be your best friend, okay? Just a little box. There it is. Like nothing fancy on that. The magic is on the inside. And the most incredible thing is all the tangible pieces, all the online digital pieces are ridiculous, right? Everything you need to succeed. But the beauty of it is it's all the invisible, amazing pieces that come with it, right? The community that you get to connect with, the other moms working together on a similar path with similar struggles, right? maybe a few steps ahead of you, maybe a few steps behind you, but everyone's moving in the same direction towards a similar goal. Do you know how powerful it is to work within numbers, right? Like, you just can't help but make steps towards success, okay? And this is nothing that has to be felt with the heave of perfection. If I'm anything, it's not perfect. It's just not. It's messy. It's messy, and I mess up, but that doesn't keep me from moving forward. Okay. I've learned to shed that weight of thinking that anything I have to do has to be met with a level of perfection in order for it to bring me results, in order for it to work for me and to be crafted and molded into what fits and feels good for my family, right? And this is such a flexible system that's capable for you too. It's absolutely capable, okay? So with it, let's go over the tangible pieces right now. So in the box, this is focused on the ultimate portion fix, okay? When I started my journey back 5 years ago, I began working within a single program, the 21-day fix, okay? A single program that had, it had 7 workouts with it. The 7th one was a yoga workout to be done on the Sunday. So Monday through Saturday were 6 workouts, and then Sunday was your yoga. So like your stretch and kind of active recovery day. And those were the same 7 workouts that I rotated every week. Okay. So Monday was total body. Tuesday was upper fix. Wednesday was lower fix. Thursday was Pilates. Friday was a cardio. Saturday was a something. There was a workout. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of it. And then Sunday was the yoga fix. Okay. So for 3 weeks, that is the workout calendar I followed. Okay. So that was the workout, the home fitness component of that program. And then the nutrition component was learning what portion sizes and number of servings meant for you personally, right? So when I came in, I don't know, my starting weight was, I don't know. It was a little, so maybe it was like in the 180s, maybe closer to 190. When I first began working with Beachbody. And so from that, for me, I use that number because you start with your personal weight and follow the calculation system, adding in the 30-minute workouts that you'll be following. And then that provides you with a formula of how many containers you're to have daily, right? So how many servings of vegetables, how many servings of proteins, I'm looking at my containers here. How many fruits, how many carbs, healthy fats, and then seeds and dressings. Okay. So you heard all of those food groups. This is not a system that focuses on restriction. Like literally every food's on the table, guys. That was my grab with this. Like you can still drink, you can still have treats, you can still have chocolate. I was down for that because that spoke my language, okay? I like my beverages. I like my sweet treats sometimes. And I don't like anyone telling me what I cannot do. That does not sit well with my mind. I had a long history of just being surrounded by a lot of negative, okay? So when I'm placed in a situation that is like, you can't, I tend to go the other way. And like turn my back on it, act out, rebel, whatever. So knowing that about myself, I mean, just like as a teacher in my first job, like my classroom setting is not set up in a way that those kiddos come in and hear all that they can't do, right? You learn to change your language. You learn to set it up in a positive mindset, in a positive focus, and get them excited and channeling their energy onto all the opportunities that they have. Okay. I had to use that same philosophy on myself. And as adults, I think we throw ourselves out in the alley. I think we chalk it up and be like, we don't allow ourselves to speak like that, anymore. I don't know. But that's where I found myself. And so knowing that this provided so many opportunities for all the I cans, right? And to view it in a way of abundance instead of restriction, I just had to pick and choose what I wanted, right? And we all have different favorites, and that can shift over time, and it can most definitely change up week to week. So this is not a static, it's not a one size fits all. There's a ton of flexibility. There's beyond support in kind of finding recipes, finding flavor profiles that you like, ways to work within these containers, guys. So I don't know. It was exciting for me to like launch into that and take a step into the unknown for myself. This was such a foreign landscape for me 5 years ago. I had no clue what I was walking into. I just knew it was something that allowed me to handle this from home and take it on my time and on my terms, working and growing into it, while I was still surrounded within a community that supported me and that understood what beginning looked like, and that, understood how those shifts and waves of time available, let's be real, can happen, okay? But again, I come back to the flexibility of this, right? So here's the first piece that comes with now, the ultimate portion fix, okay? So this is like the same program I began 5 years ago, but they've added so many more layers of support to this to help walk you through literally starting from day one. Like, I don't care, what your history is with fitness, what your history is with nutrition, where we go from that. I mean, yes, I do care, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can all start on this same level of groundwork, okay? And it's a workbook. Okay, don't get freaked out. It's not like schoolwork. It's not like way deep study time. But this is something that it was absolutely essential. And I've created little digital elements on my own that kind of are similar to this. I am nowhere near the classification of Autumn Calabrese by any means, but I am an expert in my own mom role. Okay, does that make sense? Like, I know the walk I've walked. I know the hurdles I've had to overcome. I know the steps in my mind, like literally reprogramming my mind and looking at opportunities that I've had to take. So yeah, I created a few things on the side, but this, there it is, the workbook. Okay, so what's in this? I know there's fancy recipes on the front. It's not that. This is kind of like your journal to walk you through the video series that helps take a okay, we're not getting like deep, but you're going to get some science into all these containers and why it's essential for this to be a starting ground for us. Like how has our culture gotten to this way that portions are out of control, that fast food, is so right at our fingertips that it's just, we do it and we don't even know we're doing it. And the compound effect on that and how it affects your insides, how it affects your mental state, and why it becomes so challenging for you to break away from, right? The food industry isn't really our friend, okay? We have to be the active participant in our life. And I know, I speak from a point of like my walk. I wasn't an active participant, guys. I absolutely wasn't. I was literally sitting on the outside of my life, like just literally finger pointing, okay? I felt that everyone owed me something. I was doing so much for everything else. I wasn't getting anything in return. Well, I wasn't giving myself anything in return. I am the only person that can step up and take care of me wholly, fully, and completely. And that was a big ownership step I had to take, okay? That might meet you at a similar spot in your life currently. I don't know. But I know for me, that was absolutely the role I had to step into. At the time, I had 3 kiddos. I was working full-time as a classroom teacher. I was also finishing my administrative internship. So I was working classroom. I was working in the office. I was active principal, designee at times as needed. And I was doing nothing for myself. I wasn't sleeping well, maybe 4 or 5 hours a night. I really wasn't eating because I was busy, right? I was taking care of the kids, and then I was, putting them to bed, and then I would go back to work, and then maybe I would finish some cold leftovers at like 10:30 at night before I wound down and went to bed. I don't know, but none of that was anything about taking care of me. So insert this program in its beginning stages 5 years ago, and it's what allowed me to take off 40 pounds. It's what allowed me to keep it off for 2.5 years before our bonus blessing joined us and I became pregnant for the 4th time. It's what I maintained throughout that 4th pregnancy at 39 years old, and took me right back to my pre-pregnancy weight and beyond. Okay. So this has become my lifestyle, adopted over time and grown gradually to be like my new amazing autopilot, guys. So now they've added the workbook component, and they've added digital videos that you stream that are from Autumn, right? Speaking out to a group who's taking on the Ultimate Portion Fix program for themselves for the first time, and learning the walk and learning the importance behind it and learning how it is absolutely going to work as applied over time and grown within you, right? Your comfort level grows with it. So every week forward, there are improvements made, right? There's growth made. There's awareness brought to yourself for you that aligns with your, specific needs, schedules, different feelings and emotions. It's incredible. It lights my life up. So anyway, that's what it looks like. You've got, the different modules that you work through, and I'm still working within module 1, the foundation of fix, but I've already learned some amazing things from her. Regarding sugar addiction, which is where I sat heavy. If you've watched anything in here in Busy Mom Strong, it's that this girl didn't have just a sugar tooth, but sugar was my life. That's where I went to for everything. And it was horrible because the more you go to sugar, the more you're driven towards sugar. And then the more it jacks up with your blood sugar and all the firings in your brain and, yeah. But anyway, I was there. I'm recovering from that continually. And this is the tool that's fixed it, guys. So there are 6 modules that you work from through this. Like I said, it's a video series broken up, and they're really short, like 15 minutes at a time, guys. And what we have to recognize is that this life is not a race. It's not a race. When you are in the journey of learning for yourself and leaning in towards that challenge, you don't put a finish line on it. Okay. Like I said, this is 5 years going strong for me. And it's not like I check the box and I say I'm done. No, I'm always learning and growing and, modifying my workout programs and changing kind of what our activity looks like, but it's still the journey. That's why that word's out there, because there is no end point, right? So we need to lessen the pressure on doing it and getting it done. Like, I'm going to be honest. I was excited that in 3 weeks' time, I thought, boom, I can do this and I'm done. Well, no, I wasn't done, but I had completed it, right? I got to say I finished it, and then you keep going, right? That's the power in moving forward. There is no end spot. So yeah, and within those first 3 weeks, 5 years ago, I had lost 5 pounds. I had lost 5 inches. That was something I hadn't done in what BZ was 2 when I started. So Addison would have been 5. Okay. So that was something I hadn't done in 5 years. I wasn't moving much after I had bees because we were, I had 2 little kids and the new baby. Yeah. And he was 2 before I decided, stop it. Stop listening to your excuses. They're made up lies, right? There are other mamas out there that are moving forward and taking control of their health. And I needed to do that, right? So in 3 weeks' time, for me to see that kind of progress and to begin like the internal change of feeling that and moving and like growing in my own confidence and self-belief was magical. I hadn't felt that in so long. For one, to be working on protecting time for me, that served me, right? That helped me be stronger in all my other roles, to be more patient with my kiddos, to have better clarity at work because I was releasing that stress. I wasn't keeping it all in and bottled up and anxious and consumed by it. You know, you ever have those situations where it just carries with you, you know, like in whatever realm, but something that's happened in your course of the day that you just can't let go, right? And so it sits inside you and you stew about it and you rethink it and you overthink it and you rethink different endings to how you could have done it differently. Yeah, I let all that go in my workouts. It just happens. You get the endorphins moving, you get the sweat out, you get the shine on, you know that you've gotten yourself stronger. You let the shit go, okay? Our life's too short to carry things with us that we cannot go back and change, okay? I'm not speaking on such every level, but we know there are instances that we can't go back and rewrite. We've got to learn how to protect ourselves, our mindset, and our health, that when we do move forward for the next day over, that we go about it in a stronger way, okay? This is what these tools have given me the power to do and understand. And so that's why I'll step up here every day and talk to you about it. It's just too magical not to. So throughout this, you have things to document, to journal in, to brainstorm, you know, thinking about what a typical day of food looks like for you. You know, and the more honest you can be, the better awareness you're going to have about yourself and learning kind of your triggers and your cravings so you can help yourself start to navigate that with a stronger mindset and knowing how to head it off ahead of time, okay? It explains why portion control is so important. And these guys, I know they look small. I freaked. I did. I freaked the first. I was like, what the hell? These are little Rubbermaid cups. No. No. Because for me, when my lineup says 3 of these a day, 3 vegetables servings a day, 3 fruit servings a day is where I'm at currently, 4 protein servings a day, 3 carb servings a day, a healthy fat, a seeds or a dressing, so if you want to top your salads, whatever, or if you want to have some nuts, some sunflower seeds, whatever, okay? That's a crap ton of food. What I found when I really dove into the nutritional piece 5 years ago was sometimes it became too hard. Like I was struggling to eat it all. I would find myself full because I wasn't used to having, 1, the variety of foods, and 2, you know, just the combined meals over the course of a day. I eat anywhere from 5 to 6 meals a day now, between like meals and snacks. Okay. Does that make sense? So like I might have a string cheese and a fruit for a snack. And then for my meal, I would make sure that I have a protein, a veggie, and a carb. Okay. So that's just what it looks like for me. Helping navigate your why, like what gets us started to want to make a change. Okay. For me, it was absolutely not recognizing the role I had stepped into with motherhood. Yes, I had 3 kiddos at the time, 5, 7, and 2 when I began this journey. I just knew, guys, at that time, if I continued on this road, being the mother that I was, having the mindset within myself, the negative playlist that I did, the untrust with the girl that I saw in the mirror, the hateful relationship that I had with my closet, raising my kiddos in an environment that I controlled with that type of mindset scared the crap out of me. I thought, there's no way this can happen. I have to step up and make a change. This was my change, right? She helps you walk through short-term and long-term goals. And with me at your side, we do this together, right? She's the leader and the guidance point from this, but I'm your girl in the trenches. I'm the busy mom right beside you, doing this along with you, right? Who's got a history behind this, who's learned and tweaked along the way to make it successful through an even more intense, busy season of our lives, okay? So you get, like, it even walks you through, like, if you're not working out, how should you follow your meal plan? If you are working out, what would that look like? Okay. The science behind this that she has calculated is ridiculous. It's literally a read the page, turn, check, and do. Okay. Along with the videos where she's walking with you, explaining everything, is beyond priceless. Okay. Another tangible piece is the logbook. Okay, so this is something that I first began using with Transform 20 that we started in January and wrapped up 6 weeks later. I don't know when we just wrapped it up. We wrapped it up end of February. 6 weeks, give or take a few. But anyway, within that program, there was a daily journal, okay, where you were and I just dropped it in my school bag and I carried it with me wherever I went. When I had a few moments, I wrote down some things. I jotted my thoughts. Did I do my workout? Did I have my Shakeology? What did my day look like? What were my emotions? What were my challenges? Because those are the biggest pieces that we have to work against in creating that habit change, right? Because when things kick off, for me, at least, that send my stress level through the roof or, go off plan, what am I going to default to, right? Do I default to my old ways, or do I think about, okay, I'm crafting a new way of handling this. So here's what I need to focus on. These are my steps moving forward. And so, this is exactly that. You need to think about, our sleep. Ooh, there's an evening reflection piece. Like, how did your day go? What could you have done better? How did the food make you feel? What's something you've learned? Like, these are such powerful questions that literally only take a couple minutes to answer. And when we can approach it from a way that we're not like beating ourselves up about the situation, but we're just being honest. Like, no, we don't have to come into this with a hate on it, but just with an honest eye to say, this is how the day went. I kind of jacked up here. I think tomorrow, if this goes again, or next time I feel this emotion or encounter this U-turn, I want to do this. Like, I want to drink 10 ounces of water first. I want to close my eyes and have a silent moment of prayer. I want to, if you're at home and you can, I want to stop and do 5 push-ups because I need to get some blood moving so I can better focus. Or I need to take a breath and walk away for 2 minutes and come back. Just those simple ways to redirect ourselves when we know, something went off that we could have handled differently. Okay? And then it rolls out like this. Like, you literally have a week 1, day 1, and wherever that starts for you, because y'all don't have to wait for a Monday. You don't. Any day's good. But, just log it. Check off your boxes. Those are the color-coded boxes that match with the containers. Okay, so for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, water, all the good things. Like, when you have these tools right at your fingertips, it just becomes your duty to open them up and utilize them as best you can on the daily, right? And it's those little daily steps that will take you towards those big goals. I swear to God, you guys, I've done this through so many life hurdles, and I used to take myself out of the equation. I used to just sucker punch myself when things got difficult and think, F it, I'm jacked for right now. I'll just need to stop and then start again. The blessing is I always started again, but it was the mindset that held me up the most. I didn't need to stop anything. I just needed to get back in. Just go. Just show up, right? Just show up, okay? These are 30-minute workouts. We eat food every day, all day long. Hello. Every meal is an opportunity for us to get back in the driver's seat, right? Do not beat yourself up because, we're human. I do nothing perfect and I don't care. I don't strive for that. I strive for better. I strive for management. I strive for happiness. And these tools have absolutely released that ability for me to do that. And they can do the exact same for you guys. I'm a 40-year-old mom of 4. Right now I work part-time. That will be changing, okay? I've been a teacher throughout this whole journey. My husband has even moved 5 hours away throughout this on a job transfer for a year and a half. We were able to maintain this. I was able to maintain because it's such a life, it is just a livable way of eating and moving your body. There is no deprivation. I enjoy every birthday party, softball tournament, out any function we have, right? I don't sit on the outside and just think, I can't have that. I can't be here. I shouldn't do that. Okay? Release the pressure. Learn the tools. Become in tune with yourself. And move forward every day. There's two other pieces of this. One of them is when you buy a challenge pack that it does come with Shakeology. It's one of my meals and snacks every day. So that is a huge cravings buster, okay? It absolutely has been my number one to help me navigate, like I said, that sweet mouth. Not just a sweet tooth, but a sweet mouth. The gal who would just take a spoon and go to any source of sugar in her kitchen, whether that be a bag of powdered sugar, hot cocoa mix, legit hot cocoa mix. Does anyone want to have a coughing attack over that shit? I've had, and it's embarrassing. But I mean, like, when I get stressed out when the littles were fighting and all their tantrums and such, yeah, I'd go dive into some sugar and try to get a fix through that. It was ridiculous, but that was where I was at. Okay, no, I kid you not. Like within starting Shakeology 5 years ago, those first couple of days, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I don't know how I'm feeling. This is wild. It was like I had energy. I wasn't tight. No, I wasn't like bouncing off the walls. Come on, let's be real. But like I wasn't also dragging myself through the day. I wasn't having an afternoon like slump and crash when you come home from work. I wasn't salivating for sugar. Why? Because the magical stuff inside that was taking care of everything that my body needed. Not the junk I was giving it, but the actual fuel it needed. That won me over from that period on, okay? So you do get a bag of Shakeology, which is 30-day servings, and yeah, so there's that. I use it for breakfast often, but I also fill it in when I'm at the ballpark too, because that helps me stay away from the concession stands. And then you get a cookbook. Like I had to buy this separate last time when they came out with it. But this is Fixate 2, Volume 2, because like I said, they already had the one. But there's 102 recipes in here, and they're all calculated to match these pretty little containers. Here they come again. They're all calculated to match. So whatever you want. And don't think they didn't put drinks in here. Don't think they didn't put treats in here. Just let me walk you through a few. You've got everything. One of my favorites is the sweet potato hash. Holy crap. That's one of my morning go-tos with some eggs. Seriously, I eat it. Okay, get those out of the way. There's that. There's breakfast, soups, salads, lunches, appetizers, dinner, snacks, holiday recipes, desserts, cocktails, lemon poppy seed muffins. Okay, so cauliflower. They have a cauliflower fried rice in here, which I'm getting game on with cauliflower. I'll tell you that. It's taken a while. But there's salads, soups. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, stop the presses. Like I'm legitimately just took the plastic off before I hopped on here with you guys. And there is a broccoli salad with creamy maple Dijon dressing. This is something I absolutely loved. My mom's broccoli salad that had bacon, mayonnaise, sugar, all of that within the broccoli and onions. I think we use sunflower seeds in ours. So I am stoked to see this recipe. This is absolutely a way that I keep family favorites on the menu, but I don't have to feel like I'm shorting myself, right? This has got broccoli, red onion, celery, turkey bacon. I don't know what those are. Dates. Okay. Almonds. And then the dressing recipe. That will be coming out. Then there's holiday recipes. Couscous. I don't even know. Asparagus, peach cobbler, the cocktail section. I'm not making it up. There are drinks here. Okay. Like I said, this is not about taking the fun out of your life. For me, guys, it was absolutely about finding a way into having fun in life, to like being able to feel back in control for me, but not have to. It's not a crazy, overwhelming process that I feel guilty taking away time or anything from my kids, from my family. No, it's seamless. It becomes one and the same, okay? And for this busy mom, guys, and I know for you too, that's something big on your heart, okay? So if you're looking for a way to like start enjoying life again, like getting yourself back in the groove of feeling good and just getting a system that's on your side, right? That you don't have to deal with the can'ts and the don'ts and the should nots, but just living, right? I totally encourage you to reach out because, guys, the answer for me was right within this opportunity, okay? And I know it can be for you as well. I am right here with my hand out. I mean, I am on this walk. I am moving and grooving on this walk. I have picked my ass up back from the depths of the worst grief ever. Okay? It's not gone, but I still have the power to move forward, and I can bring all of those memories and special times with me through this and only make it stronger by continuing to live my life and be strong for my family. So, anyway, enough of that. There's a lot of information in this video. If you even watch little bits and pieces of it, give me a like, give me a heart. Let me know you're tuning in. Shoot me any questions if you want down below this video or message me privately, guys. I am an open book. Just let me know the chapter you need to hear. Take care, y'all.